Marsha Q here today, and a couple of things have been going on. Today was supposed to be like a metal video, but um, a couple of things went on today, so I'm going to talk about it and post this, and then maybe tomorrow get back on track and do the metal video I was going to do. So today, a YouTuber, The Just Life, had posted a video where she was really upset about the fact that a rapper named Zico had done a video in LA for the Infinity Challenge. It's a Korean show, which unfortunately I've never watched, so I have no background for it. However, he was rapping with, I guess, other Korean artists, and they had on gold chains, and they had on grills, and they like had lowriders and everything else in the show. And she was so appalled and offended by it. And I didn't really understand why she was so offended. And let me go to here's my reasoning. There are so many artists that are influenced by hip hop and influenced by rappers. I mean, you'll find people wearing cornrows or have a high top fade or have a fro or have well, look, you can even look at me. I mean, some people may say, "Oh, I'm not appropriating, you know, metalheads or white people or whatever," because I think mostly white people have this hairstyle. But I don't see it as appropriating. I thought it was cool, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try that." And then there's so many other people who, in music, are influenced by hip hop or influenced by rap, and especially when they're growing up, who they may have listened to. If you go far back enough, like Big Daddy Kane, or you go back to LL Cool J, they always had chains, and they had this kind of a swag and this just kind of persona, this presence. Why is it wrong for other cultures to see that and want to emulate it? And they may put on grill, they may have a grill, or they may have, chains or whatever, but that's what they see rappers doing. So why wouldn't they do that also? This what they may think a rapper's supposed to look like, or they may like that look like, hey, I want to look like this rapper. This is, something I resonate with. I mean, look at like Pitbull and Paul Wall and Yellow Wolf. A lot of their swag and everything is indicative of hip hop or rap culture. Now Pitbull is Hispanic or Latino, whatever you want to call him, and Yellow Wolf and Paul Wall are both white. But why can't they be influenced by hip hop? R&B and Pitbull, he mixes that with his Spanish influence in his rapping, his music. And a lot of people don't have problems with any of that. And then some people still say, oh, it's appropriation. It's appropriating. Like, African Americans are the only ones who can display a certain kind of look or culture or show that culture. It's okay to sell rap music everywhere, and you want other cultures and other countries to buy the music, but why is it wrong when those other countries want to make it themselves also? I don't really understand what the problem is. And probably because I'm coming from the metal side, where like Metallica and Megadeth to me are like the forefathers of thrash. And there's a lot of bands that are coming up now. I feel like Trivium sounds just like Metallica to me. But it's just, that's who they idolize, or that's who they want to emulate is Metallica. Avenged Sevenfold has some songs that sound or were influenced by Metallica, so they sound like Metallica's music, but it's not like Metallica's like, oh, you can't do that, or people are like, well, you can't sound that. I mean, people may be upset about it because they think they're, ripping off Metallica, but it's more like they were influenced by Metallica. This is why it sounds like this. And Trivium, I'm influenced by Metallica. This is why it sounds like this. So it's such a weird, it's like a conundrum. I just don't get it. Why so many are so upset and why she was so offended. And it's not as if Zico was trying to insult or mock rappers. That's his look. I mean, he's done that before. He's had cornrows before. He's had gold teeth before in like videos and pictures. And why now is it bothering her so much? And what seems a little hypocritical is that she does reaction videos, and I love her and I watch her, and I love watching her reactions because she's hilarious. She's watched BTS. I mean, if you go back to like old BTS, old G Dragon and Big Bang, They had cornrows. I mean, I think in a couple of their videos they use N-word. I don't remember because I just came into K-pop last year. But I know there's a video from BTS when they like were first starting out where they had gold chains. Rap Monster had a high top fade. That's not his natural hair. That's not how it looks. But they were emulating what they saw. And that's the kind of look they came out with. Now, eventually they mellowed out with their looks and it's a little bit different now. But how is it that she didn't have a problem with that? She didn't said anything about BTS. It didn't bother her. And I'm sure she's seen that because her fans have asked her to go back and watch the other videos. And they're like, oh, they're so cute and they're so young. But that didn't offend her. But Zico with the gold chains and the grillz offended her? I'm not sure why. I mean, someone explain to me where the difference lies there. Um, I mean, it's tough because I know there are plenty of artists who, in other countries, pretend they're something they're not, and I'm not saying that's cool. I mean, I don't like Iggy Azalea because to me, she doesn't. She has like a persona on stage where she acts black and she raps like she's black and her swag and everything else. But then when she's off stage, she's very, I hate to say white, but she's looks and sound like she took off her fakeness and put on her real persona, where she's just white. There's one thing like, Yellow Wolf is hood, Paul Wall is hood. They grew up in the hood. That's just how they are. But it's one thing for you to put on a character and that's not really you, and you're doing that to make a dollar. That's how Iggy Azalea seems to be. She's there to make a dollar. And then there's some people who are really interested in the music and really interested in the culture, and that's why they sound the way they do and why they sing the way they do. And I know people come down on a lot of white artists, like, when Eminem came out or when Macklemore came out, and certain artists, they don't like it when they do hip hop or they do R&B. But you can't help who you're influenced by. For the most part, I'm influenced by metal. I mean, I hate it so much if I was a singer and because I'm black, like, why are you singing metal? You can't sing metal. You have to be white to sing metal. That just blow my mind. Everybody would have a fit if someone ever said that. But that's in my head. That's exactly how it sounds to me when they say that. Oh, well, Asians can't do that. Asians can't listen to hip hop. They can't. Well, they can listen to it and they can buy it, but they can't make it. That just seems crazy to me. So please, if you're watching, write in the comments. Tell me what I'm missing. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why is it appropriations? Especially when the people she's referring to are not being disrespectful. It is something they love, something that they do for a living. They want to do for a living. They like the genre. They like it. They have their own swag. They have their style. Even if they, borrow some of their influences from other hip hop artists that they've seen or other rappers that they've seen. Tell me why this is wrong because I just don't get it. I can't wrap my head around it. And I think, to me, it just seems like someone wants to get upset about something or you want to be offended about something. And it's really nothing to get offended over. So I'm done with my rant. Tell me what's up. If you would like to subscribe, please do. Most of my videos are not this ranty. Mostly it's just me and my fluffy little life. Whatever goes on in my crazy little head and my crazy life here in Orlando, Florida. But definitely please subscribe. And if you like this, thumbs up. If you don't, feel free to thumbs down too because you're not going to like everything I say. So that's it. Marsha Q's out. Thank you for watching.